Welcome, and you're doing by Djsprc. You probably saw, if you do follow the channel, I made a video on the Rhino Capra axle from Rhino. This is a China-based company. And one of the reasons I made this video, it was about, saw a lot of other YouTubers, I'm not going to mention any names here, basically bash this company completely to the ground, saying they're this and this and this and this and that. I just wanted to give them a chance too. Now, this is not a sponsored video by Rhino at all, but I just wanted to give them the fair chance. I decided to order a set on AliExpress. Seriously, they got here in Canada extremely fast. And made a review of them. And they're not that, seriously, they're not that bad. Are they perfect? No. Is there better out there? Probably yes. Will they do the job? Definitely. But I'm not making this video here to blabber again more. I said I bought them for a specific project, and I said the project itself, it's not going to be on video. But the project is done. And I wanted to show you these axles on the project itself. Let's put the box aside here and bring in the project. Here you have the Rhino RC Procom crawler. It's the U1 V2 chassis. And one of the reasons I did not want to make a video on this guy here is because there's tons of them out there, and I know the instructions for this kit, it's not the greatest, believe me. The stuff they tell you how to build, and when you implement them, it's like, yeah, that's not gonna work. But I digress. We have here the axles. To build them in the kit, no issues at all. They went perfectly fine. I've not had time to test this machine yet. One of the reasons is it's not a waterproof machine at all. And we've been getting a lot of rain lately here in Canada, especially where I am. And the other thing too is the fly mosquito season starting. I'm hearing a lot on the chat boards that the local crawler spot we have here, that the guys are getting eaten alive by mosquito or black flies or things like that. And I'm not a big fan of that. But I still wanted to make a video on what I use these Rhinos Capra axles in what. The only thing I had to do, I'm not sure if I did say it in the other video, I did dismantle them completely, grease them, Loctite them to make sure I don't lose anything while I'm going to be playing with it. Yeah, there are a lot of the stuff that we're saying in the other videos too about these axles, that nothing's Loctite, nothing's this, not enough grease, so on and so on. Yes, it is true. No Loctite on these axles, front or rear. But a lot of times, especially a lot of stuff that comes from other countries into another country, a lot of rules that they cannot Loctite stuff. If the border customs decides we want to inspect this box, let's say they decide that when I ordered this box here, we want to inspect it for contraband and so on and so on and so on. They'll open the box, they'll see the case, yes, they can scan with a scanner, but sometimes that doesn't give you the correct what they see. They'll physically open it. Now, if they decide to open it and it's all Loctite and they create more damage to it or so on and so on, and they do found nothing, they'll ship it back to you the way they left it. They won't, that's one of the reasons too, and guaranteed there's other reasons that I'm not thinking right now. But like any model that you buy, even an RTR, I will suggest any screws that's on aluminum, remove them to make sure they're good and put Loctite in it. Now, if it's a metal screw in a plastic housing, don't put any Loctite because the Loctite will eat the plastic and it's not going to like that, Loctite it. Because Loctite is made of metal on metal. But again, I will make a review on this guy once I'm ready to put it on the trails and see how it reacts. Just by playing with it inside, I do like it. I have one of my friend, Rhino Boys. If you don't know him, go check out his channel, Rhino Boys RC. He has one too. Now, he didn't went full bore with the stock kit. He got the chassis and modified it for his taste, let's say. But again, he used it. He liked it. I'm not sure if he does have a video on it. But it's, like I said, it's worth it sometimes to wait a bit. This kit, if I remember correctly, the axles, the frame, cost me maybe around, I don't remember, I think it's 400 Canadian. Then I got the carbon fiber wheels from Rhino too. I do have a video on these guys here, paired with the J Concept Rupture. And I decided to go with the Endura blue foams, blue silicone inserts. The sides are strong and they're still soft. That I'm super happy to go try and see how they are. They're squishy. I feel they're going to be gripping. I know Crawler Canyon made a video on this. Basically, in the beginning, he didn't like them at all. But if I remember correctly, he went with the greens. And he was saying the greens are good, but not too soft a bit. Go in between. That's one of the reasons I went with the blue ones. And at the moment, like I said, just trying it in the house, in the studio too. And it performs the way I would love it. But we'll see once it's in the trails. But again, yes, like I said, I just wanted to show you on what project I decided to use these axles on. It is technically a Rhino RC project. It's on their frame. It's not on another model. But again, these axles here, front and rear, let's say you have an axle Capra and want to get axles for it, and you don't want to pay an arm and 6 legs, the Rhino Capra axles will work on it and relocates your servo, worst case, to the side here. But if you want it on top, the stock will fit. They're made to be on both sides, both vehicles. They're pretty much universal. But enough of me talking here. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. I'll be gladly to answer you guys. And don't forget to hit that like button. It does help the channel a lot, and I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching.